Jim Parsons won an Emmy this year for his outstanding work on the CBS hit comedy The Big Bang Theory. He plays a brilliant, socially inept physicist, and on this week's show, he gets into an argument about a very noble gas.
I'm telling you, if xenon emits ultraviolet light, then those dark matter discoveries must be wrong.
Yes, well, if we lived in a world where slow-moving xenon produced light, then you'd be correct. Also, pigs would fly, my derriere would produce cotton candy, and the Phantom Menace would be a timeless classic.
Jim Parsons joins us this morning. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well. We haven't really seen you since you won your Emmy.
Do I look different?
You seem different.
Do I seem different?
Yeah.
Have I become callous and rude to you?
Well,
no?
Not on camera yet,
good,
but I saw the way you were mistreating everybody.
Oh, that's not true.
I'm just kidding.
Absolutely as lovely as I've always been.
Yes. And for the record, since we had it in the clip, do you know what xenon is?
Well, before the clip you said it was a very noble gas. And I will very nobly repeat your answer.
Very good. It's number 54 on the periodic
Is that
table.
true?
Yeah.
Who coached you?
No, I looked it up.
Okay.
I did. But, if you're going to do a laser, you got to have a xenon. Let's talk about stuff.
Okay.
They moved the show
Yes.
to Thursday nights.
Yes.
And when you heard that, what did you think?
Ooh, I had some abject fear because I'm a human being and change is never fun for a human being. But I kind of zipped my lip. Honestly, we've been moved 4 different times since we've been on the air.
Isn't that something?
3 time slot changes and now a night change. But 2 things about number 1, every move CBS has made with us has worked out for the better.
Right.
For getting more eyes to the show.
Right.
And the second thing is, it was very exciting to me as a child of the 80s, raised on Thursday night sitcoms,
Right.
To kind of join that old guard of becoming a Thursday night sitcom.
You are Cosby.
Yeah, I am. I prefer Alex P. Keaton, but that's just me.
All right. Very good. Because that is the time. Thursday night is
Absolutely.
the time, and that is. It's almost breathtaking, especially to think back to where the show started, because it was not a big bang when it came out of the box.
No, it was. I always say we were very healthy. We were very lucky that we never went to work feeling like we were on the chopping block of cancellation or something. The ratings were healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But it grew in a very steady rise for the next 3 years it's been, and I really think it's benefited us. It let us really find a grounding as a cast, just doing our jobs without a bunch of fanfare.
Voices for the characters, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So now when some bigger times have hit, luckily, audience-wise, we're more grounded in the show as is. And the other thing that's good is the way the show built had a lot to do with word of mouth.
Yeah.
They just did that whole gossip segment, and it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Spreading good news from one person to the other about the show, and that's how it built as much as anything.
It's 15 million people.
That's a lot of people.
Right. You win the Emmy. You win the Emmy. You're on this show that 15 million people watch. And when you were on Stand Up to Cancer, right? The big network thing.
That's right.
And people were calling in and stuff, and you answered the phone and you said...
I would say hello. They had already made a donation by that point. Speak to a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I was the celebrity on my phone line, obviously, and I said, "It's Jim Parsons." Who? And I would say, "From The Big Bang Theory." Yo, I've heard of that. I've never watched it. Honestly, and this happened maybe 4 or 5 times. And the last call I got where it didn't know me was somebody who didn't know who I was, and then said, "Is Fran Drescher by you?" And I said, "No, I don't know where Fran is. I'm very sorry, and thank you for your donation." So you do what you can.
It is humbling.
Yeah, very humbling. I don't care who you are or about your Emmy.
Or your daggone show.
Yeah.
Very quickly, the character from Blossom.
Yeah, Mayim Bialik.
Came on last year,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
so now is there another woman coming onto the scene? Is it going to be a love triangle?
Oh my God, I hope not. I can barely deal with the one we have. No, the whole thing that's gone on with Mayim and that character has been really fun to explore because we've often will Sheldon be able to have a romantic relationship? And I still don't know if he will. I don't know if he's having one. He says that he's not. And having not read scripts beforehand, I don't know where it's headed.
Right.
I do wonder sometimes if we're living in a little bit of denial Sheldon is.
Yes.
And perhaps there's more depth to these feelings than he's aware of. But I'm guessing. I don't write this stuff.
Wow. We're
Did I
tuning
blow
in.
your early morning mind?
We're tuning in.
Thank you.
No question. Jim Parsons, thank you. You can
Thank you
catch
very much.
The Big Bang Theory on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, 7 Central, right here on CBS.